thing you need to realize is you cannot be you cannot both be Mr. and Mrs. Potential. One of you has to at least have something going. Do you understand? This is so important. So let me use myself as an example. And you know what? Do me a favor. After this live broadcast, send my wife a DM and tell her I love her and tell her thank you. All right? This is actually very serious because when I actually started in ministry, especially when I had to resign my job to start and church could only pay me 50K at the time, I depended on her job, which was also not a high paying job, but we needed it. We needed that job dearly, desperately, you know. In fact, I think when she told me she wanted to resign, I said, pray, oh. You know, which was a little one-sided because when I wanted to resign, she supported me and all of that, you know. But it just gave us some stability. So, well, you would, I, you say I'm speaking from her standpoint. Oh, you say you have a call to ministry. Well, I'm going to focus on career, and then we balance things up, and then, when things get better, you can move on from that. So I think that's a very smart idea, you know, to have, and it's also a very good place to practice feminism. You know, so because I don't know why I'm laughing, I'm sorry, don't take offense, but I'm just saying, you know, when you're thinking of feminism, this is a good place to practice it. Like when you're thinking of potential, a lot of people, their mind goes to the guy, forgetting that the lady can actually be the breadwinner. Trust me, a lot of guys don't mind. You know, like, I mean, if you're the first black female vice president of the United States, what am I doing? What am I doing? I will now go to office. Why? Who will look after the children? Who will look after the children? So there is there is that, there is that aspect to these things too. So, and it's also a very sensitive aspect that a lot of people don't talk about. But the thing is, if the grace is on your woman, support her. Let her fly. You know, let her fly. It's a big irony that many people marry purposeful people and slide out of purpose. You know, it's a big irony. You know, so but let her fly also. But it's just a very wonderful balance. So both as a couple you can plan together. So if you are in a building financial process stage, then one of us has to be stable. Okay? Someone says first husband with pride. With pride. Okay. So I believe I've already shared some thoughts that will really help you. But I just want to say this. How then can I know what potential is worth banking on? How do I know the person I can trust with my life, you know, and choose to stand by him or her and support? How do I know? I'll just mention four things to look out for. Number one, the person has to be great with relationships. Of course, I'm not talking about romantic relationships, but with people. Let me say this. You might not see it in many business books, but one of the most important principles of success in life is learning to forge and foster the right relationships. You have to learn to build networks with people and not even to take advantage of what they have, but to add to what they have. You have to see yourself as a resourceful person. People have to. So you ask yourself, do people see this guy, this lady, as someone who is resourceful, as someone they want to work with, do business with, or they just want to involve in things that are good? So when you see that at work in that person, because when it all comes down to it, I don't care how many books on financial systems you've read. The reality of the situation is about 3% of the world's people control 90% of the world's wealth, And guess what? That wealth is going to move down their family. And their family members are not going to be rich because they read Seven Secrets to Wealth, but because of relationship. So relationship is one very crucial factor in wealth generation. What I just said, as simple as that is, it will change your life. So when you are lots, the most important business skill you need is serving Abraham. So is the person someone who has learned loyalty, service? People can look up to the person and say, you have my back. And you take relationships seriously, and that leads me to the next point: hard work. If the person is hard working, so if the person does not really have much now, but you can see that consistent effort, that compelling dream, that desire to be better, to get stuff done, to put food on the table. When you see that, that's something you can bank on, and then you must see precedence. Because no matter the talent you have to kill Goliath, if you have not killed the lion and the bear, no one is going to let you kill. Even if oil is on your head, you're going to need precedence. All right, and you can actually judge the future to a large extent, even if that's not all there is to it, and that's why I'm giving you other points. But the past, the decisions of the past, all right, give you an idea of what the future will look like. And the most important point, especially in this part of the world, is versatility. There are some people, they are very good at what they do, but if what they do dies, they die. So some people, their talent is they can use the typewriter. And when the typewriter is, extinct because innovation has moved beyond that, they don't even have the drive to develop a new skill set. Have you seen people who just lose their job, their office closed down, and that's the end of their destiny? So you have to look out for a fighting spirit, the ability to reinvent yourself. Young people need this. Because even if you're a person of faith, you have to embrace the possibility that career path might not be the career path that will eventually blow. You have to embrace it. So a smart person will have plan A, plan B, plan. If you don't have plan C, plan D in Nigeria, you are a goner, sir. you are in trouble. Do you understand? So you have to be versatile. You have to have that tenacity, that fighting spirit, all right, so that you can reinvent. Because the way you're going might not eventually be the way that will prosper. You have to have the heart, the drive. Even if you need to go to school again to learn something new, you need that versatility. All right. So, those are my few thoughts on this. And I hope it helped you. Let me just say this as a final bonus point. There are some people who, for meat pie and sausage roll in eateries, have forgone the opportunity to date people who can give them a lot more in future. Don't be that guy. I couldn't give my wife, when we first started dating, I couldn't give her much. Do you understand? Well, things are changing now. I'm not going to give you any details, but things are changing now. So shine your eyes well. Make smarter choices. And I want to believe most of my followers are actually Jesus people. So allow the Lord lead you. Spiritual leading is a real concept when it comes to things like this. Okay. And I guess I want to believe this helped you. So I'm going to take 3 questions, and then we call it a day. Whilst I'm waiting for the questions to start rolling in, I'll just say this. Please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you're literally the only one in your village who hasn't done so. I'm just playing. So, but please subscribe immediately. Do go a step go step further. I think I'm tired. I want water or something. I don't know what the matter is. Eh,